Good evening, madam. My name is Deepika Rani. I am studying BSc final year MPC at TTWRDC Women's Damapet College. Today, I want to give a seminar about theory of quantitative analysis, means about titrations. First of all, we discuss about quantitative analysis. Estimation of amount required components in the given sample is known as quantitative analysis, which means here the estimation of amount of required components in the given sample. We take a sample, then we have to check the amount of required components in the given sample. For that sample is known as quantitative analysis. By checking the amount of required components is called quantitative analysis. Or the method used for determining the amount of a chemical in a sample, the amount is always expressed as a number. Here, the method used for determining the amount of chemical. Here, we already discussed about amount of required components. For suppose the amount of chemical in a sample. For suppose we take a sample and we have to know about the chemical which is required in that sample. So, how much amount required in that sample is calculating that amount is called as quantitative analysis. It is always based on or expressed as a number. The concentration or the components in the sample is always expressed as a number with appropriate units, with appropriate exact units, or 1 unit, 2 units, or 3 units, like that. And acid based titration is an example of quantitative analysis. In this, the acid based titration is the most important example for quantitative analysis. Next, we discuss about volumetric analysis. In volumetric analysis, the weight of a reagent necessary to complete a chemical reaction is ascertained by determining the volume of a solution containing a known concentration of the reagent required to react stoichiometrically with the element from this volume. Here, see, in volumetric analysis, the weight of a reagent is necessary to complete a chemical reaction. We have to take a weight of a reagent to complete a chemical reaction is ascertained by determining the volume of a solution. So it gives the volume to that solution containing a known concentration of the reagent required to react stoichiometrically. Stoichiometry is nothing but to have the volume about the reactant or reactant and product is called stoichiometry. With the element from this volume, the percentage of the element can be calculated. With this volume, the percentage of the element, if suppose we take an element, so we have to check the percentage of that element, how much percentage it containing. So by this volumetric analysis, the percentage of that element can be calculated. Standard solution. Next, standard solution. The solution of accurately known concentration is called as standard solution. The solution which is known accurately, we are knowing that solution accurately, concentration of that solution is called the standard solution. The solution of accurately known concentration. If suppose we are taking a solution, we are knowing the concentration of the solution. This is called standard solution. Next, the concentration of any solution is expressed in titrimetry. Titrimetry is nothing but titrations, either in molarity or normality. Molarity means taking as moles, or normality means which is appropriate value, which is having accurate values, normal values. Next, indicator. Indicator is an auxiliary reagent used to determine the endpoint. Indicator means by taking acid base titrations, then we are taking an indicator to change the detectable change in that solution. So indicator is an auxiliary reagent used to determine the end point without any errors. Means that end point should be with non-errors, without any error, by some detectable change. The detectable change is color change. Next, endpoint. Endpoint is the point which the titration reaction completes. Then we are doing a titration, then it should have the endpoint. The endpoint is the point with the titration reaction completes, which it completes means automatically it changes its color, then it will be complete. Next, titration curve. The pH range of the solution at the end point of the titration can be obtained by plotting pH of solutions different intervals. So look here, the pH range of the solution at the end point, every solution will have pH value. So that solution at the end point of the titration, so that solution at end point of the titration can in turn be obtained by plotting pH of solutions. Then its pH of solutions means it presents graphically, I will show later. Then pH of the solutions at different intervals. The pH of the solution at different intervals, one pH value is 3, one value is 4, so like that different pH values, different intervals. During titration, against the amount of alkali or acid added from a burette, the plot is commonly known as titration curve. At that point, here what we discussing about titration curve. So, titration against the amount to be calculated, the amount is added for a burette, the amount of alkali or acid added from a burette. The plot is commonly known as titration curve. Here the plot means curve. So graph. Here the graph is commonly known as titration curve. Next we discuss about types of titrations. Acid base or neutralization titration means determination of an acid with standard base or determination of base with a standard acid is called acid base titration. Here determination of an acid with standard base. Here what we taking? Acid with standard base or determination of base with a standard acid is called acid base titration. When an acid or base is dissolved into water, it ionizes into ions. This is called ionization. Here Ha, that changes into H plus plus A minus acid. So BOH means base. Base plus hydroxide. H means acid. Here BOH, B plus plus OH minus. During the acid base titrations, an acid is titrated with a base. Here acid base titrations is one acid is titrated with a base. Then the H plus ions of acid react with OH minus ions. By reacting acid and base titrations, the H plus and OH minus ions attracts and it forms water molecules. Ions of base, the form uni-ionized water. So they both changes into ions and they forms water molecules. This reaction is called acid base neutralization titration. Here neutralization reaction, acid base neutralization reaction. H plus plus A minus plus B plus plus OH minus combinedly reacted and forms B plus plus A minus plus H2O. They both combine and they reacts and they forms water molecules. Here H plus OH minus forms H2O. B plus A minus forms Ba, means salt. At equivalent point, the pH of the solution depends upon the hydrolysis of the salt. Here, the equivalent point, at same point, the pH of the solution depends upon the hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means changing into water of the salt formed. Then it forms salt. Next, up to now we discuss about acid base titrations. Now, acid base indicator, a substance which is added in small quantities to the reagent to be titrated to detect the end point, is called indicator. A substance which is added in small quantities, 2 to 3 drops only, to the reagent to be titrated, then it will be titrate, and to detect the end point, it changes the end point and is called indicator, which gives color or colorless solution. An indicator is a weak organic acid or base. Weak organic acid or base is called a indicator. At that end of acid base titration, the pH of the solution will not be exactly neutral. At that end point of acid base titration, the acid base titration and the pH value of the acid base titration is not neutral, exactly neutral. A substance which exhibit different colors depending on the hydrogen ion concentration, means a substance which exhibit different colors on the hydrogen ion concentration, the concentration of the hydrogen ion, then that is the pH of the solution is called neutralization or acid base indicator. This is called, the pH of the solution is neutralizes, then it is called, or the solution is called neutralization or acid base indicator. For example, methyl orange and phenolphthalein, the color change of the indicator is not suddenly. The color change is not sudden of the indicator. The color change of the indicator is not sudden. It will not change suddenly. It will take some time. This change takes place in a small pH interval of pH. It takes some time. It takes place in a small pH interval. This interval is called color change interval. So that small pH interval is called color change interval or pH range of the indicator. So pH range of the indicator. Methyl orange pH value is 3.1 to 4.4. Phenolphthalein is 8.3 to 10. Titration curves and selection of indicator. Next thing ఏంటంటే titration curves and selection of indicators. An acid base reaction is neutralization of the acid by the base. Here acid base reaction is neutralizes of the acid by the base. They both reacts and it forms neutralization reaction. In effect, it is reaction between the hydrogen ions of the acid and hydroxyl ions of the base forms water molecules. Then here, look at here. H plus OH minus ions is called, they both forms H2O. They both reacts and they forms H2O, water molecule. Here first titration of a strong acid against a strong base. Here the pH values are taken in y-axis and volume of base is taken as x-axis. Here 1 mole, 0.1 mole, 0.01 mole. The pH values is increasing like this from 0 to 2, and here the pH values are going rises, and it will rises in this strong acid and strong base titration. In the titration of strong acid against strong base, the phenolphthalein 8.3 to 10 and methyl orange 4 changes in colors. The pH range of the 4 to 10 is observed here. 4 here 4 is methyl orange indicator and pH value of methyl orange indicator, and 10 is pH value of phenolphthalein indicator. They both reacts and the color is changes. The pH range of the 4 to 10 is observed, so the indicator like mutually change. The indicators like mutually changes. Next, 3.1 to 4.4 phenolphthalein, 8.3 to 10 methyl red, 4.2 to 6.3 may be used in this titration against strong acid and strong base. In these titrations, then only methyl orange, phenolphthalein and methyl red indicators may be used. However, the change in color is more conveniently detected in case of phenolphthalein, so it is preferred. Anamata. However, the change in color is more conveniently detected in case of phenolphthalein. So mainly phenolphthalein will be used, or however the change in color is more conveniently detected in case of phenolphthalein, so it is preferred. So phenolphthalein is preferred. Example, HCl and NaOH. HCl means hydrochloric acid and NaOH, sodium hydroxide, strong acid and strong base. So next, titration of weak acid against strong base means CH3COOH, acetic acid and NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Here the pH values, as usual, pH values are taken in y-axis and base volume of base is taken in x-axis. So here also the pH is increasing because weak acid and strong base. At pH value equals to 7, it neutralizes and it forms a plot. The curve shows that there is very little change in pH value from 2 to 6. The curve shows very little value from 2 to 6. Until the volume of end point NaOH is added is just less than required for complete neutralization of the acid taken. Here NaOH is added is just less than required for complete neutralization of the acid taken. At this state, before the end point, addition of very small amount of NaOH suddenly after the pH to about 10. This is end point of the titration. This is the end point of the titration. So the end point such that titrations always lies between pH 8 to 10. So it is necessary to use that indicator whose pH range is between 7 to 10. Whose pH ranges between 7 to 10. Here we should have to take only the pH values between 7 to 10. Why? Because the titration always lies between pH value 8 to 10. So it is necessary to use that indicator whose pH range lies between 7 to 10. This is the titration of weak acid against strong base. Next, third one, titration of weak base with a strong acid. As usual, NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide versus HCl. It is weak base and strong acid. Here, as usually, y-axis pH values taken as y-axis and volume of acid is taken in x-axis. Here the pH is falling down. The end point of the above titration will lie in the acidic range below 7. The variations of pH takes place in the region from 3.5 to 7. Here 3.5 to 7. Hence, the best indicator in such titrations is methyl orange. Why? Because methyl orange, range of methyl orange, how much we discussed. How much means 3.1 to 4. So, at here methyl orange 3.5 to 7. So that's why we take only methyl orange indicator for weak base with a strong acid titration. Next, fourth one, titration of weak acid against strong base. As usually, pH values on y-axis and volume of base ml on x-axis. In this titration of weak base, example 0.1 NH3 against weak acid 0.1 acetic acid CH3COOH and NH3. So the pH rises gradually with no sharp rise anywhere. There is no rises in this pH value. So in such titrations, no indicator is satisfactory. So in these titrations, no indicator is satisfactory. Such titrations are to be avoided. So like these titrations are avoided. There is no any sharp edge. Next, theory of indicators. Ostwald's theory. Most important theory is Ostwald theory. According to this theory, acid base indicators are weak organic acids or bases. They have different colors in ionized or non-ionized forms. Ionized and non-ionized forms, they have different colors of indicators. Methyl orange, phenolphthalein or any other indicator. H indicator means one color. This forms H plus IN minus, different colors. Ionized and non-ionized forms different colors. First one, for example, phenolphthalein. HPH means phenolphthalein is a weak acid. Phenolphthalein indicator is a weak acid. Its molecules are colorless. Phenolphthalein indicator having colorless molecules. In ionization, it gives H plus ions and pink colored pH minus ions. After doing ionization, it gives H plus ions and pink colored pH minus ions. Here, see this. HPH forms H plus pH minus, means HPH is colorless and H plus is colorless. Then pH after ionization, pH minus gives pink color. In acidic medium, the concentration of H plus ion increases due to common ion effect. So the dissociation of HPH is suppressed. HPH is changes into H plus pH minus pink color. So the solution becomes colorless. HPH is having no color. On the addition of strong base, for example, strong bases are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, etc. and many. The OH minus ions of base combine with H plus ions of phenolphthalein to form uni-ion at water. Ionized at water. Here, for example, we are taking the OH minus ions of base to combine with H plus ions. It forms water molecules. H plus OH minus forms H2O. It is called water molecules. Ions of phenolphthalein to form uni ions at water. Due to this, more of the phenolphthalein is ionized to form pH minus. H plus pH minus forms, so the solution gets pink color. After ionization, the solution gets pink color. Here see the equation. HPH plus OH minus, that forms HOH, means H plus OH minus forms H2O and pH minus, so it is pink color. Next, methyl orange indicator. Next, it is a weak base. Its molecules are yellow in color. Methyl orange molecules are yellow in color. These are having color. On ionization, it gives OH minus ions and red color Me plus ions. Me means methyl orange ions are red colors and OH minus ions are separated after ionization. Here, see the reaction. MEOH, that forms Me plus OH minus. Here already it is having color yellow color. Then after ionization, Me plus colorless and OH minus forms red color. In basic medium, that is OH minus, the OH ions will suppress the ionization of the indicator, so the indicator will remain yellow in alkali in acidic medium. Here in basic medium, that is OH minus ions will suppress the ionization of the indicator, so the indicator will remain in yellow color. It's not changing its color, it remains as yellow color. In alkali in acidic medium, the H plus ions of acid combine with OH minus ions of indicator to form H2O. The remained Me plus ions gives red color to the solution. Here, after ionization, after forming the water molecules, the remained Me plus ions gives red color to the solution. Then it gives red color to its solution. Up to now, we discussed about theory of quantitative analysis. Further, I will say a few points about this, which means here the titration means taking one burette and burette stand and pipette and beaker and indicator. Here the burette is filled with base and the beaker is filled with acid. Then after pipette outing some base or acid which is taken in the beaker, after adding 2 to 3 drops of any indicator, methyl orange or phenolphthalein indicator, then turn on the burette drop by drop by rotating this beaker in number of turns. At some point the titration will ends, which means the color will change. At last the solution gets color change. This is called titrations. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all.